When it comes to minimalism, it's extremely important to talk about digital minimalism. And this aspect of minimalism is a broad topic, but in this video, I'm gonna discuss with you the top 5 applications you need as a minimalist on your phone. I have made this experience, and personally, I've tried many applications, and by the end of every week or two, I end up deleting most of them. And I was doing this on purpose. I was actively, every now and then, checking if I need these applications or not to finally make this video. And why am I doing this video about only the cell phone, not your laptop or your tablet? Because 80% of our time we spend is on a cell phone. I can make other videos later on for different devices. Let's get started. I know you might be thinking that minimalism and the YouTube app, well, listen to me. I use this application for educational purposes most of the time. And I do that intentionally. It's not just for entertainment. Many times I use it for education purposes, whether it's about productivity, how to make better videos, learn about a subject, or even some medical information. Yes, the YouTube has many channels where they share medical lectures. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a medical doctor and I have integrated minimalism into my daily life. Now, to use the application of YouTube in a good and minimalistic way without getting distracted, I usually unsubscribe from most of the channels that don't bring any value to me. I don't subscribe for channels just because they are popular. And every now and then, I make sure to go over the list of the subscribed channels and refilter them. So in that way, YouTube becomes a tool for growth, not for distraction. Previously, I used to use the Google Podcast app, but now it has stopped. So I made the switch to the iPhone stock app. Podcasts are another tool for education, especially if you use them, again, intentionally. What I like the most about podcasts is that they fill all my dead time. They are well organized and very helpful. For example, I learned many languages just by using podcasts while commuting to the hospital back and forth. I spend almost every day 2 hours and a half just driving. So imagine if these 2 hours and a half, I spend them in that productive way. And the trick here is to also avoid overcrowding yourself with multiple podcasts. I just use 1 or 2 that align with my goals. Yes, it's this simple note-taking application that comes with your phone. This is by far the one that I use the most. As many of you might already know that I'm a big fan of writing random ideas, video titles for the YouTube videos, some nice piece of information, a nice quote, anything. But sometimes it's not very practical to jot down these ideas on a physical notebook, especially if you don't own a pocket notebook. What I usually do is I take this note app, I write down my ideas, and later on I might transfer them to this one. And what I specifically like about the stock applications, specifically those that come with the iPhone, for example, the basic note-taking app, it's the simplicity that aligns with the minimalism. I don't need personally sophisticated applications that overcomplicate things and the process becomes extremely overwhelming. I have tried other applications, note-taking applications, specifically those very, very popular ones. Personally, they didn't work for me. They made things overcomplicated and they were like a barrier between me and the notes that I want to write. So I always went back to something more basic, but it works great. Yes, I know this might not be the most fun application, but I personally use the Gmail application as a tool for organization. I have many organized folders, I keep my documents there, and my inbox is extremely clean and clear. Whenever I have a new email, it either has to go into one of these folders or it should be deleted or forwarded to someone else. In that way, I am always on top of the things that I have to do, and this helps with my mental clarity, which aligns with why I started minimalism in the first place. And what bothers me the most is whenever I open this application and I see tons of emails unread or unreplied to. So this email application is not serving as a way to become more minimalist, but because I can check and clear my inbox regularly, this helps me avoid the stress of being overwhelmed, because digital clutter is as burdening as physical one. This might seem a very basic application because it is basic, but let's not forget how important it is. It's extremely important also in the minimalism journey. It's extremely useful to put alarms, reminders, and as a stopwatch, a timer. So it serves multiple purposes. And what I like about it is that it lets me delete the reminder application because I simply put this alarm with the note about it, why it's ringing. And that way I can delete another application. So I personally rely a lot on the clock application. It helps me stay on top of things without relying on other tech gadgets. And as you can see, I don't wear any smartwatch. The bonus one I would like to add is one communication application. It depends on the country you live in. Some countries you have applications that are more popular than others. Personally, in my country and here we use a lot the WhatsApp application. So there's no point for me to delete such communication useful application. But definitely using such communication applications can greatly distract you if not used in the proper way and tools. And if you're liking this minimalism journey and you'd like to know what are the 9 clothes that every minimalist should have, check out this video.